In a tower bathed in the golden light of voice echoes, luck is determined from birth. Two figures stand in the glow, the baddie throws out a bold challenge. Let's make a bet. The stakes are brutal. The unfortunate will always remain unfortunate. A digital blue display pops up. Luck -9999. The rules are set, 99 shots at good fortune, with just one box hiding a calamity. The girl dares him to test his luck. Our boy, the main character, just stands there like, why did I end up like this? His brow seriously pondering life's cruelty. Then, boom, the scene changes. A fire truck crashes into the hospital. The moment he's born. Deadass. That's his origin story. From day one, elementary, middle, high school, the man was cursed. Fevers right before exams. Bad omens nonstop. 20 years of fortune-telling papers, all said bad luck. Every single one. Field trips ruined. Vacations drenched in rain. The dude got nicknamed the God of Pestilence. Even when dungeons popped into the world, nothing changed. Fast forward. E-rank hunter Fuku, our boy, walks casually down the street and some hunters pull up. Oh, right, Seiji-san, Fuku says. Seiji is like, what is it? The C rank. Seiji goes, the group fund, I'm thinking of doubling it this week. Fuku is like, huh. But out of nowhere, Seiji just stares and hits him with, don't tell me you can't pay. You are not going to say that, right? The man guilt-tripped him hard. A group that accepts even a god of pestilence is rare, apparently. Fuku, with trembling hands, hands over the cash. Seiji snatches it and dips, and they all just leave. Fuku stands there, stunned, eyes wide, as Seiji's final words echo, we will be working separately. Translation, Fuku's on fundraising duty solo. They call it a group fund, but it's basically just a tax on his life. The scene shifts again. Our boy is out in the rain, soaked to the bone, but dead-ass unyielding. They call him useless. Yet here he is, carrying the team. Cut to home, he's praying. Then a candle falls, boom, house on fire. Bad luck strikes again. Next, he's at the Dungeon Hunters Guild. The girl at the counter asks, alone again? He nods. Yeah. Hunters nearby start whispering. That guy, if you get too close, someone dies. Approaching him, not a joke. A storm brews overhead, lightning everywhere. Our boy walks up to the goblin cave like it's another Tuesday. He's been here before. Alone, always alone. A worker goes, let's seal the place just in case. A sign goes up, no entry. Not for his safety, just protocol. Someone asks if any hunters are still inside. Nope, impossible. It's the annual Goblin Festival. Translation, guaranteed death, everyone knows. The dungeon is sealed. Inside, everything's weirdly quiet. Our MC senses something's off. He reassures himself. If it's goblins, I can handle it. But then eyes, glowing yellow eyes in the dark, send chills down his spine. What is that? He mutters. Suddenly, goblins, dozens of them, charge our boy like that's a goblin, right? What is going on? He starts running. Up above, a girl watches, curious. He runs, loses his backpack, and is cornered at a cliff. A dead end. He's panicking. No choice, I'll fight here. He draws his weapon. Crack. It shatters. It broke. Goblins close in, claws out. Our boy is scared stiff, gripping the broken blade. Then the ground collapses. He's falling. Our boy hits the ground, literally and mentally. Then the scene shifts. Silence. He blinks. Am I alive? Sitting across from him is a baddie, straight up radiating menace and intrigue. She smiles. You are interesting. And with that one line, our boy realizes he either hit the jackpot or got cursed twice. She wonders aloud, is it immense luck that brought you here, or just absolute, unparalleled misfortune? Our boy is like, what do you mean? Who even are you? She stares him down, confident. Call me, she says, after a dramatic pause, the god of luck. Io. The air around her starts pulsing with glowing symbols. Chests sparkle into existence. Magic literally flexes off her. She stands there, divine AF, surrounded by glowing cosmic loot boxes. Our boy, bro, seems shocked. You have good luck, huh? She teases. Then she gestures grandly at the 100 chests. Here, 99 lucks and 1 calamity. If luck is on your side, you might just upgrade from miserable to mildly tolerable. She's pushing him to gamble. Come on, it's a game of chance. Our boy looks like he's seen death. Or maybe he's just appreciating the view from below. Either way, he's not okay. Then she leans in, smiling with pure chaos in her eyes. Don't be so afraid, lucky adventurer, she says. He's earned a reward, but now she won't hand it over. Where's the fun in that? As a proper god of luck, she grins. I propose a bet. 1 calamity, 99 wins. Statistically, you are fine if you are average. But she ain't taking no for an answer. Choose. If he refuses, he's stuck in her dungeon forever. She shrugs like it's no big deal. Honestly, I don't really care. Our boy's like, bruh, I've never been lucky. But somehow he picks a chest. And guess what? Of course it's the one. The calamity, flames purple and black, erupt, swirling around him. The girl just watches, fascinated. Oh wow, I can't believe you actually had one in 100 and you hit it. I get to see something really interesting. Our boy lies there, consumed by the aura. Digital screens blink to life. A notification flashes. Catastrophic skill acquired, great inversion. This thing, it flips everything. Every skill, every point, every gain, reversed. The worst debuff in the history of existence. What's happening to me, he cries out. And the annoying goddess, she just smirks. If you are going to hate someone, curse your own lack of luck. Then she adds, if you worship me, maybe I'll give you another shot. But before he can even react, chaos explodes again. Water and light surge from nowhere. A whole torrent floods the area. He's dragged into it along with the goddess herself. Even she's struggling now. The water swallows them both. Our boy, flailing, wonders, did a hot spring just erupt? Through the chaos, a thought hits him. In the end, I am just a loser, huh? Then, something changes. Glowing yellow numbers appear in the air, ticking upward like crazy. Our boy washes up next to a steaming pool, gasping for breath, soaked, bruised, but alive. I can't believe a hot spring actually burst out. Then it hits him. Wait, something was wrong with the goblins. He turns, and yeah, they're back. And they're different, more aggressive, more organized. And then she shows up. The Goblin Queen, towering, terrifying, and eyeing him like a prize. Our boy puts it together. Once a year, goblins hunt for a mate for the queen. And today, yeah, it's that day. Let's all take a minute of silence. I wouldn't wish this fate on my worst enemy. The goblins advance faster, louder, and with way more confidence than any goblin should have. Our boy does the only thing he can. He runs, he trips, falls flat, and panicking, he grabs the nearest rock and hurls it. Yeah, the goblins don't even blink. They just stare at the pebble like, was that it, bros? You are cooked. But then, somehow, pure dumb luck activates. The rock bounces, hits another rock. That one knocks loose a chunk of stone, which hits a bigger one, which hits an even bigger one. And then, boom, a massive boulder falls and crushes a goblin flat. Our boy's jaw drops, silence, then crack. More rocks fall, and the entire cave starts rumbling. Our boy looks up. Oh no, this is bad. The ceiling collapses in a chain reaction. Flaming red light and debris fly everywhere. One by one, goblins get wiped out in the chaos. And our boy, still standing there like a deer in headlights. Can this guy do anything other than be scared or shocked? The dust settles. The whole army is done for. There are rocks everywhere and silence. Except for one, the queen. She's still standing. He looks her dead in the eye and mutters, this is bad. And it gets worse. Her gaze is not furious, not vengeful. She's in love. And not the good kind. Our boy just freezes. Nope, 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 nope. He bolts, sprinting with every ounce of fear in his soul. I am definitely cursed, he screams, booking it out of there. Then, randomly, he finds a weird golden object, swirling patterns, magical as hell. What did I just pick up? He doesn't know. We don't know, but it looks hella cursed. Then he hears Seiji's voice in his head. The items you find should benefit the whole group. Our boy just squints at it and goes, yeah, no, this screams cursed. The scene shifts. He's walking through the city, lost in thought. That day he came to a realization. Maybe luck really is something you're just born with, etched into your soul, unchangeable. But we get a flash of the future. The Queen of Luck, crying. Our boy, glowing with pure electric energy, stands against a beast the size of a house, a red, muscle-bound, overgrown cow. Our boy doesn't flinch. One day he'll learn luck isn't just fate, it's power. And power changes everything. Our boy is holding the item, about to hand it over to the group. He's thinking, I hope they don't get mad. Then again, no matter how I look at it, this thing's cursed. Just then, a woman notices him. Scene shift indoors. A heated convo is already going down. A girl with, let's just say, 2 massive assets, storms up and demands answers. She wants to know where the money's at, but our boy, all he got from the Goblin Queen was a so-called worthless trinket. The group's not happy. Stop messing around, they bark. Seiji's fiddling with the item, trying to play peacemaker. Now, don't get mad, guys. He tries to downplay it, says it's worthless. Yeah, but like maybe still useful, let's not waste it. Fucutero looks worried. Are you sure about this? Everyone sighs. Fine, whatever. They'll let it slide. Seiji, with that smug energy, stretches his hand out. All right, hand it over. But then she interrupts the same woman from earlier. Hold up, she says. You just said analyze, didn't you? And that it has no value? She steps forward. Sorry I didn't introduce myself earlier. I'm Asa. The energy shifts. She's got that certified Betty vibe and authority to match. Turns out, she's a legit A-class analyst, state certified in everything. Seiji freezes. No, don't say it like that. It sounds bad. He tries to cover. This is a legitimate transfer. This kind of stuff happens between teammates all the time. Yeah, sure buddy, but Asa is not buying it. She calls it out for what it is. That's not just any item. That's a legendary class artifact. You could buy a freaking mansion with it. Now the bystanders are whispering. Were they really trying to scam that guy? This group's trash. Asa doesn't let up, trying to trick someone who doesn't even know the value of what he has. That's straight up fraud. You should be ashamed. The group freezes. Seiji's face twists in rage. His thoughts are, you'll regret this, damn bitch. Now our boy and Asa are standing awkwardly close. She goes, sorry I couldn't stay quiet. I just had to jump in. He's like, yeah, that's cool and all. But how could you let go of me now? The girl freezes, looks down, realizes she's been holding his hand the entire time, and shows an instant blush. Sorry, trying to process everything, our boy looks at the item again. Could this really be legendary? I mean, it looks cool, but it gives off major cursed vibes. He deadass thinks, someone like me getting a rare item. Yeah, right, but Asa cuts him off. That's not true, she says. You totally earned this. She even pulls out her license. I am not one of those fake appraisers. I am the real deal. She identifies the item, Tribe Chief's proof, an S-class treasure. Hard to get, like crazy hard. Everyone around them is freaking out, crowds buzzing. How the hell did he get that? What's his secret? Is this guy secretly a chosen one? And then, the item starts glowing. Golden light, floating midair, radiating power. Bro, this thing is straight up whispering ancient lore, Sen and Shift, Playground. Seiji, our favorite rage gremlin, is losing his damn mind. That woman pisses me off, he screams. She embarrassed me in front of everyone. He's stomping around like a toddler. Even his two teammates are looking at him like he belongs in an asylum. Then he says it. He actually suggests assaulting Aisa. She's not even bad looking, he mumbles. Everyone freezes. Even his teammate looks at him with pure disgust. If I were a woman, I'd teleport out of his vicinity immediately, and then it gets worse. He says they should make our boy do it, record it, sell it, make money. Like, bro, straight up demonic behavior. And before this nasty fantasy goes further, something stirs. Grotesque goblins burst into the scene. What the hell is this? They shout one after another. The goblins start snatching people up. How are these things outside the dungeon? Then, a citywide emergency broadcast. Numerous monsters have been spotted. Evacuate immediately. Panic spreads like wildfire. Everyone's caught off guard. Even worse, some adventurers have already been abducted. Seiji, now being dragged off, is panicking. Where are you taking us? The goblins just mumble something creepy. Nobody understands. Doesn't matter, it's bad. They look down, see they caught a male, and suddenly they start grinning. That twisted goblin-style grin. You know it's about to get real dark. Meanwhile, our boy is in a completely different setting. A luxurious hall, marble floors, gold trim, fancy robes. He's among a group of elites exchanging worried glances. Everyone's watching the disaster unfold outside. Tensions are high, and eyes are on him. Then the doors burst open, light floods the room, and she walks in, the god of luck. Our boy squints. If I remember correctly, his brain is still lagging behind, but she's already yelling, "Give me my skill back." Yeah, she's dead serious. Apparently, when he opened that Calamity chest, he yanked her power, and now she wants it back. Suddenly, digital screens pop up midair, stats everywhere. In one in particular, Grand Reversal. But then his eyes drift higher, and there it is, his luck stat. Bro, it's not even a number, it's just endless off the charts, overflow error vibes. Our boy just stands there, eyes wide. Even he doesn't know what the hell is happening anymore. 30 years ago, a dungeon just popped into existence. No explanation, no warning, just straight up spawned like it was patch notes day. It brought chaos, monsters, and a ton of mysterious stuff people started calling blessings from the gods. Each dungeon was apparently ruled by a supernatural being, a so-called god. Now, one of those gods is straight up begging our boy to give her skill back. Wild. Meanwhile, some random bystanders whisper, "Doesn't she have like horns? Is she cosplaying, or what?" While everyone's still trying to process, Ice steps in. She looks the so-called goddess dead in the eye and goes, "This isn't a place for a child to be alone." Oof, the goddess flinches. "Who are you calling a child? I am a god." Cut to the crowd, dozens of shocked NPCs. A god? Gods don't just leave the dungeons, but Aylar is not here for logic. She strikes a pose and declares, "I am Aylar, the god of luck. Bow your heads." Someone in the back asks, "And what does the god want exactly?" Aylar takes a dramatic breath and says, with all the emotional acting of a high school drama club, "This man took something very precious from me." Yeah, everyone immediately thinks she means that, you know what I mean. Poor Fukutero, our boy starts panicking, face twisted in denial. He's like, "What? I didn't take anything. If anything, y'all forced it on me." Internally, he starts sweating bullets. Wait, does she mean that cursed skill disaster? The Grand Reversal one? Then the goddess confirms it, and she's not playing anymore. "Give it to me already." Ice looks shook. Our boy is like, "Even if I wanted to, how?" But Aylar doesn't care. She's done explaining. She says 2 words, "Divine Gamble." The moment she says it, the air itself starts glowing. Everyone's just staring, eyes wide, jaws dropped. You could feel the intensity through the screen. So, what's this Divine Gamble thing? Well, it lets her turn anything into a bet. Stats, skills, money, looks. You name it, it's fair game. Hell, she can even gamble someone's life. And now, she wants her Grand Reversal back. Voice booming, eyes blazing, she demands it. Our boy, yeah, he's forced to take part. Fast forward 2 hours. The goddess is now laying on the ground under the sun, completely naked. Our boy and Ice are standing nearby, both looking mad uncomfortable. And listen, don't ask what happened, because I don't think they just gambled. Turns out the goddess lost 100 times in a row. She's curled up in defeat, and honestly, I don't even know if this part's gonna make it past YouTube's content filter. Trying to salvage the moment, our boy goes, at least let me give you back the dungeon management rights. It'd be an honor, but she just screeches. Shut up, one more bet. Sis has nothing left, but she's running on pure pride. 100 Ls. No problem, just win the 100 first. Easy. She lunges at him. Ice is watching all this like, how is this even happening? Isn't it just a dice game? And why the hell is the god of luck losing every time? The goddess takes another loss. She can't take it anymore. She turns to our boy, can I see your stats for a second? He shrugs. Sure, I guess. She reaches out, the air goes still. Then what is this? Ice's face goes pale. She's stunned. His luck stat is absolutely cracked, like the kind of number you'd think is a dev console glitch. Our boy stammers. What's so weird about it? He feels a little guilty. Sorry, I was born this way. Ice's jaw drops. This is way too high. I've never seen anything like this. But our boy just stands there, still in disbelief because his whole life he's been unlucky. Cut to a flashback, people whispering about how he survived a disaster when no one else did, him alone in the ruins thinking, good thing it wasn't my house. At one point, he even called himself a misfortune god, believing he only brought bad luck to others. His own party once said he knows he's being used, but he's too scared to lose the only place where he belongs. Our boy had to just sit there and hear all of that. Then he walks into the room like nothing happened. Hey, welcome back, Fukutaro-kun. They immediately ask how his luck was today. Yikes, back in the present, our boy thinks, this has to be a mistake. He reflects, I average 9 accidents a year, bruh, but now the impossible is happening. Grand reversal might have flipped his entire existence. Misfortune turned into a completely busted ability. The stats were so low, they looped around and became divine. Even after all that, our boy still can't process it. So yeah, turns out grand reversal flips more than stats. It literally turns misfortune into straight-up divine favor. Everything that should have gone wrong becomes chaotic. Our boy is still processing. Meanwhile, the goddess, still salty from 100 Ls in a row, just goes, can I at least get my clothes back? She gets dressed, sulking, then points out the obvious. The fact that our boy even survived this long is a statistical miracle. Normally, when your luck stat is that low, you just die. But him, he kept failing, kept living. Somehow, that became his power, send and shift back to the real world. Seiji bursts into the facility looking like he just fought a bear and lost. Fukutaro stands calmly, watching this man-child rage his way into the room. Seiji screams, don't play dumb. He's pissed. He thinks our boy used the clan chief emblem against him, which, honestly, is kind of true. The best you could have done, Seiji snarls, was stay still and serve as my power source. Damn you. Then he activates his skill, knife throwing. He goes for a kill shot. Our boy jumps, watch out, trying to protect his 2 waifus like a true protagonist. But the knife, it bounces off the goblin emblem strapped to his back pouch. Ping, pang, crack, it ricochets upward and slices through the massive chandelier overhead. Crash. The whole thing comes down, glass shattering, dust flying. The impact is brutal, right on top of Seiji, finishing him off just like that. Our boy just stands there, completely horrified. Meanwhile, the goddess walks over, deadpan expression, and goes, look closely, human, this is the power of luck. 2 types of luck collide, the goddess explains. Bad luck attracts disaster, while good luck deflects it, like some kind of divine Uno reverse card. So, when Seiji launched his rage-fueled knife toss earlier, it was doomed from the start. Malice can't beat overwhelming luck. That thing ricocheted like a boomerang straight back, send and shift. Our boy, yeah, he's not listening to any of that. He's currently stuck inside a ball of feathers. Why? No clue. Ice is trying to make sense of it. They were all bluebirds, right? The goddess just brushes it off. Anyway, now you are a totally deranged luck monster. Apparently, if he digs into the ground, it'll be oil or gold. Luck has entered god mode. Then she softens a bit. Well, however it happened, that skill's yours now, she says. You better take good care of it. Our boy is in shock. I still can't fully believe it, but thank you, really. Honestly, bro deserves it after the hell he's been through. The goddess flusters. Well, consider it a blessing from the god of luck and treasure it, okay? Suddenly, Ice gets a call. She mutters, huh? Ailer-sama. She's literally standing right in front of me. But while our boy and the goddess are still in celebration mode, Ice grabs her from behind, like, yeah, nah, congrats, but we've got a problem. She holds up the message. Regarding your gambling habits, multiple complaints have been filed. The goddess blinks. I don't know what you are talking about. Ice isn't buying it for a second. Don't play dumb. Turns out Ayler's been recruiting people into her little faith cult by slapping them with a cursed skill and saying, if you don't join, I won't give your blessing back. Straight up religious extortion. Ice loses it. What kind of nerve does it take to recruit followers like that with cursed magic? Ayler tries to explain, well, I didn't force them. I just gave them a choice. Join or suffer. Girl, that's not a choice. That's a threat. Then we find out that being a god is basically a popularity contest. A god's rank depends on how many followers they've got, and Aylar, she's currently ranked 71st out of 72. Ice asks, so what happens if you lose your divinity? The goddess just looks down and whispers, I can't say it out loud. Oh, suddenly, the mood shifts. Ice and our boy feel bad. They realize she is kind of pathetic. So, in true soft protagonist fashion, they decide, let's help her climb the divine rankings. They agree to help Aylar Soma rise in divine rankings. The plan? Raise her prestige with pure strength. Next stop, the Great Iron Labyrinth. This ain't no goblin cave. We're talking an A-rank dungeon, unbeaten for 3 years, internationally feared, with a survival rate of 30%. The entry requirement is a C-rank minimum. Our boy, yeah, he's F-rank, literal dungeon fodder, but Ice reassures him. She's got a B-rank license, so it's fine. Still, as they approach, Fukutero flashes back to all the times he's been exploited, used, and looked down on for being the unlucky one. Fukutero-san, what are you doing? Just standing there like an idiot. Come on. Voices from the girls cut through his emo moment. He snaps out of it. Yes, ma'am. Obedient boy mode activated. Meanwhile, suspicious people are watching from the shadows, plots brewing. They step into the labyrinth. Ice comments, there are all kinds of dungeons, but the fact that no one's cleared this one. Yeah, she's not feeling good about that. Then Elir speaks up. You, what do you think a dungeon is anyway? She explains. Dungeons are trials from the gods, tests of faith, blessings wrapped in death traps for the faithless heretics. Casual Ice, serious now, warns them, we're in uncharted territory, traps are guaranteed. Then she points at Fukutero, your luck might literally be our only hope. And immediately, Elir Soma, the god of dumbasses, opens a treasure chest. It's a mimic, of course. Ice yells, if a mimic eats you, it digests you to the bone. Then she gets caught too. Bro, these panels are wild. Let's just say the mimic's got hands, and it does not respect personal space. Both of them are screaming, save us, Fukutero. Cue our boy, heroic and determined, pulling out his massive sword. Relax. He charges in like a knight, trips flails, and somehow still manages to save the day. Absolute Chad behavior. After the chaos settles, he kneels beside them, voice gentle. Are you both okay? They're lying there exhausted. The author definitely got carried away with that scene, and they're all lying there, barely recovered from the hentai mimic situation. Then, our boy notices something sticking out of its creepy mimic mouth, a key. Before they can even react, boom, the stalkers from earlier pop out. Creeps be like. In the end, it was worth following them. They grab Ice, hold a blade to her, and demand, hand over what you've got. The pressure hits. Fukutero clenches his fists, and suddenly crackling electric blue energy erupts from his hand. His eyes widen. Could this be the power of luck? The glow reflects off his irises. It's cinematic. He thinks of using it to rescue Ice, but then freezes because what if he misfires? What if she gets caught in it? He hesitates for just a second. And that's when the floor gives out. The ground splits. The entire area crumbles, and they all start falling. Fukutero grabs Ice midair, holding her tightly while the demon goddess clings to his legs. Gravity is unforgiving. Fukutero, you are falling. You are falling. The goddess screams. Then she slips, and together they all plummet into the abyss. A pit of darkness, no light, no end in sight. Next thing we know, the gang wakes up from the fall. A couple of scratches here and there, but somehow they all survived. Well, except for our boy, who's knocked out cold between thunder thighs. His luck is really kicking in, or maybe not, considering he's also got a big fat fist imprint across his face. The goddess, completely unfazed, says, all right, let's assess the situation. Anyone need medical attention? They look around. They're deep in the dungeon, walls all ancient and cursed looking. And just to make things worse, there's no way they can climb back up. The other people who fell with them are still unconscious. Our boy looks at the strange key in his hand. He's thinking, was this really worth risking our lives for? Ice seems to echo the thought. This better not be a rusty bottle opener. But hey, no time to doubt. The goddess yells, let's head straight for the treasure, let's go. She immediately steps on a trap, of course. Our boy sighs. I have a really bad feeling. Cue ominous buzzing. Thousands of bloodthirsty bugs start pouring out from the shadows. The goddess panics and leaps straight into their arms, and the whole squad, they dip. Now they're crawling through a flickering corridor, torches barely holding the darkness back. Last time, they barely made it. Now, they're relying entirely on one thing, Fukutero's luck. And then he asks her, a rare chance to ask a literal god, why are dungeons even this dangerous? Aylar freezes for a second. Caught off guard, she actually looks touched, then gives him the lore dump. It's all about trials and blessings, she explains. Flashes of the ancient world flicker in, gods challenging humans to trials that, if conquered, earned divine rewards. Back then, humans and gods lived in sync, bound by fear, respect, and a little mutual trauma. It was a sacred balance, but that connection was lost. So dungeons were born to make humanity remember what it forgot. Faith. Aylar isn't crying about it or anything, she just didn't want to be forgotten. So they push on, still set on finding treasure, but the deeper they go, the weirder it gets. A single rock falls from above. Ice jumps behind our boy, like, nope, then tries to play it off like it's just rubble. There can't be ghosts. Ailer Summa, trying to stay composed, says, yeah, this is a sacred dungeon. There can't be ghosts. A second later, hey, save me, the voice echoes from deep within the corridor. Ailer instantly grabs Fukutero and nearly chokes him out. Ice is the only one holding it together. Wait, you two, that's a human voice. They follow it and find a massive cell suspended from the ceiling. Inside are people, actual adventurers, locked up. Our group is like, why is there even a cell in a dungeon? From inside the cell, a ragged dude explains, the god of this dungeon locked us up. Apparently, one of our comrades escaped to search for a key. Then our boy connects the dots. The stalkers from earlier weren't bad guys. They were trying to rescue their team. Just as they're about to unlock the cell, a new voice cuts in. That would be a problem. A figure steps out, regal, sinister, and smug. Via. Great God Administrator of the Iron Labyrinth. God of the Path. Rank 45. Ailer recognizes her and immediately calls her out. Why are you imprisoning humans? This isn't a trial. It's just wrong. Via just scoffs. Trials are a joke. A hassle. We don't need trials, just faith. She raises her hand. Chains shoot out, revealing dozens more prisoners she's collected. Via explains her brilliant little scheme. I don't catch everyone. I let a few escape. They go back and spread rumors, lure in more prey. Cold, efficient, cruel. Then she smirks. You can copy me if you want. Ailer snaps back. This is supposed to be a dungeon. Faith should be nurtured, not exploited. Okay, maybe she's not just the annoying-ass goddess anymore, but Via doesn't flinch. You are naive, Ailer. I use them. I use those humans, and they should be grateful. She even name-drops the god of probability, saying they dropped in rank from being too soft. Then, she turns to Ailer. You can't even generate proper faith with your outdated ideals. Our boy hears all this, and it hits a nerve. He remembers how he was used, how his old group treated him like a tool, not a teammate. He steps forward. I don't know much about faith, and maybe Ailer-sama isn't perfect, but don't you dare mess with my goddess. Bro stood up. Our boy stands tall, fire in his eyes. Everything Via said about using people hit home. He remembers the pain, the betrayal, the way he was just a tool to his old party, and now he's not letting that happen to Ailer-sama. He steps forward and says, I don't know much about faith, and maybe Ailer-sama isn't exactly the most capable, but don't you dare mess with my goddess. Via smirks. You think you can protect her? Then she raises her hand. The dungeon flickers. The walls shift. Reality distorts, like it's being rewritten by a god-tier coder. Digital data streams flash through the air, scanning him, measuring him, calculating everything. Via declares, this is my dungeon. You want a trial? I'll give you one. Trial of the god of the path. Begin. Boom, the ground splits open, and from the void below rises a gigantic minotaur. Red energy pulses from its body like lava. Its eyes glow with murderous intent. The beast roars. Our boy braces himself. No more running, no more hesitating. This time, he's gonna fight. The minotaur powers up. Ace is analyzing it like a Pokemon card. S-level danger, the kind of opponent that wipes an A-rank party without breaking a sweat. Even with Fukutero's cracked luck stat, this is way above his pay grade, but our boy stands firm, eyes locked. There's no other way. The Minotaur lunges, and like instinct, Fukutero dodges right, then left, then again. He suddenly realizes, wait a sec, if it's a 50/50ths, I can just bet it all on luck. Bro's literally gambling with his life and winning. This catches Via's attention. You are interesting, kid. No experience, no gear, no guts, yet he's dancing around death like he's Naya with a rabbit's foot. She clocks it. His instincts aren't instincts, it's raw luck guiding his every move. So, she ramps it up. The Minotaur goes feral. Faster, meaner, unrelenting, and just as the axe is about to split him, AA's leaps in, throwing up a defensive shield. It blocks the blow, but not enough. Her arm gets slashed. Fukutero, panicked, apologizes. I am not strong enough. Then, Ilir-sama drops the divine lore. Via's powers are cheat-coded. As the god of the path, every strike she commands is destined to hit. No dodging, no miracles, it will land. Ace tells our boy, you need to retreat. We can't win this. But our boy, he's done running. Face firm. Voice calm. It's okay. I already called reinforcements. Bro walks toward the enemy with pure anime confidence. 2 shield goblins pop in, summoned by the tribal chief's emblem. They tank the Minotaur's twin blazing axe strikes like champs. Then, assassin goblins drop from the ceiling, flanking Via. It's chaos, but the Minotaur tears through them like wet tissue. Via, completely unfazed, even compliments the tactic. Numerical superiority, not bad. But then she drops the coldest line. In an age of military tech, upgrading individuals is more efficient. The Minotaur glows and transforms into a full-on cybernetic war beast. He wrecks all of Fukutero's defense units in seconds. Via smirks. She's entertained now. You are fun. Want to join me instead? She offers a deal. Keep doing what you are doing. Just switch your loyalty. Worship her instead of Ilir. She'll even spare Ilir's life. If not, everyone dies. Fukutero looks at Elir Sama, the annoying-ass goddess that dragged him into this. He smiles. You showed me the light. Can luck really beat that? Elir answers without hesitation. Of course it can. Bro's eyes light up. He dashes forward. No hesitation, no fear. Via sighs. Fine, negotiations over. She commands the Minotaur. Full speed, death charge. Bullets are blazing, but the gun jams. Luck's working overtime. Via doesn't flinch, no matter, I've got more. Missiles homing in on Fukutero. He jumps, uses the goblin's shield as a launch pad, straight at Via. The missiles follow him like heat-seeking karma. Via screams, "Are you insane? Are you trying to self-destruct?" He smiles. Well, I guess that's what it means to bet it all on luck. Then a massive explosion engulfs the entire room. The explosion lights up the dungeon like New Year's fireworks, but we cut. Flashback time. Via in her prime. A god who watches over journeys and guides the lost. Sounds noble, right? But to her, just a glorified GPS girl. Once her role actually mattered, helping people find their way. Literally. But now, technology replaced her. Nobody asks gods for directions anymore, they ask Google Maps. That fear of being forgotten? It broke her. Back to the present. Via lies on the floor, defeated. Her monsters are toast, and our boy, he actually did it. Fukutero walks up, barely standing, and Elir just grabs him in a worried hug. You did something crazy, she says. Bro, sorry, I couldn't think of anything else. Then the adventurers that were trapped this whole time, they rush in. They're not here to thank anyone, they're here for revenge. Via's down, powerless, and they're ready to end her. One guy screams, we were locked up for 3 weeks. If I don't kill her, I'll never have peace. But our boy stops him, grabs his arm mid-swing. Dude's confused, furious. Why won't you let me go? Fukutero. Everyone's safe now, right? The rage starts to cool. The guy drops his blade, shaking. Meanwhile, Via starts crying. Tears hit the floor. Nobody knows what to say. Even Elir and Aas just watch in stunned silence. We cut to another flashback. Via. Again, this time she's with a child. You mustn't go into the forest alone, she says softly. The kid nods. Thank you for the guidance. And for a moment, she was seen. Now, we're back. A grand hall bursts into life. Decorations, sunshine, music, celebration time. Congrats on conquering the Great Iron Labyrinth and ranking up. Fukutero is overwhelmed. Ah, thank you very much. Elir's hyped. Why are you so distracted, huh? You are the star today. Get happy. He smiles softly. Sorry, it's just this is the first time someone outside my family congratulated me. Ace walks in with a massive cake, but she's still bandaged from the fight. She trips. The cake flies. Bro catches her and the cake in one smooth motion. Tremendous riz, except the cake ends up in Elir's arms anyway. She just stands there hugging dessert all alone. Then, it's time for loot. Fukutero looks at his reward. The guiding sword Ariadne, a literal legendary blade. Elir says, nice reward, sure, but I am just glad we didn't end up as Via's disciples. Fair. Suddenly, an old dude appears, energetic AF. I am Director Tominaga, head of the guild. Everyone immediately bows. Good job, Director Tominaga. He's vibing. Energy is everything in adventure. You are amazing, Fukutero-kun. Fukutero is stunned. Wait, why are you even here? Old man laughs. To give you this, he hands Fukutero a glowing new guild card. For a second, our boy's in awe. Then the word Kamisaki flashes across the old man's glasses. Bro asks, wait, what was that? Tominaga plays it off. Nothing. Anyway, it's still a rank E card. Then adds, you really deserve at least a C though. Keep it up. Fukutero nods. Cue praise from the other adventurers. Unbelievable luck. Is this the work of the god of luck? Aze is like, Elir Sama, this is your moment. Go get those new followers. And the crowd starts chanting, long live the goddess of luck. Long live Fukutero. Hope in the air, vibes immaculate. Then a random armored dude walks up. Hey Mr. Fukutero, with luck like yours, I want to ask a favor. Our boy's like, help someone. The guy, don't worry, there's a reward. And if your name spreads, your goddess gets more clout too. Our boy shrugs. Alright, let's go. They walk off. Aze watches from a distance, confused. Then we cut again. Some kind of beast lurking in the shadows. It sees everything. Knows Fukutero's group. One of ours already went to stir things up, it says. Then pauses. Maybe I'll have to step in myself. Back at the party, Elir's getting praised like crazy. She's basking in it. Everyone appreciates me so much. She thinks equal parts grateful and confused. Then her mind drifts to him. All of this, it's thanks to Fukutero, thanks to you. And then she goes, it's not much, but if it's you, I could totally make you my servant. You know? Too bad the man in question already dipped. Outside, Fukutero's off doing side quests. He just helped some old lady find something her family's been searching for 200 years in 5 minutes. The armored dude he's with is accepting a reward like it's standard protocol. Accepting things like this is just good manners, he says. Dead ass. Meanwhile, our boy's being exploited again, too nice to even realize it. They hand him a reward slice, but he tries to reject it. I can accept this much. Big guy laughs it off. Sir, Didn't I tell you we'd give you a reward? Then hits him with, when you do good and get thanked, that's just how it goes. Their guild name, Believers of Mercator, the god of money. Yep, checks out. Fukutaro still hesitates, but they tell him they're looking forward to working again tomorrow. Meanwhile, Aisa-san and Elir-sama are hiding in the bushes like jealous exes. Elir's salty, like I care about that guy, but yeah, they care. Everywhere our boy goes, he's leaving behind miracles. Contracts closed, stock prices soaring, viral clout exploding, all thanks to Fuku-chan. They say they're printing so much cash they don't even know how to spend it anymore. Golden armored bros treating him like their lucky charm. Elir-sama watching from the shadows, losing her mind. This dude is my servant. Then comes the next quest. A little girl shows up crying. Her pet's been missing for 3 days. The big guy listens, looking sympathetic. Oh no, poor thing. Then follows up with, so how much can you pay? Bros, she freezes. I don't have any money. Our boy's like, we don't need payment. If someone's in trouble, we help. But his squad now, the Mister's luck is a valuable asset, not something we give out for free. They literally throw the girl to the ground. Don't be spoiled, they say. This is a job. No money? Go home? Fukutaro knows this ain't right, but man's either still concussed from that boss explosion or just spineless. Ice is done watching. She steps out and slaps the guy to the moon. Dude crashes to the ground, and Fukutaro just flinches like a squirrel. Ice snaps. Making money is fine, but putting a price on kindness, you should be ashamed. The armored dude's furious. You dare oppose the followers of the god of money. Fukutaro finally finds a brain cell, returns the cash, tells them he's out. I don't want to sell even my heart. He bars, then turns to Ice. Sorry for worrying you. Ice, blushing but soon tsundere as always. I wasn't worried. It's just. Even if you get lucky, you don't change. Bro is flustered. Man's running on compliments and prayer right now. The gold goons, they're pissed. You embarrassed us. And then Mercator-sama appears. The god of money himself. He's a giant cat, dripped out in gold, radiant as hell. The goons cry out, Mercator-sama, teach them a lesson. But plot twist. Mercator teaches his own men a lesson instead. They run away screaming apologies. Meanwhile, the little girl rushes into the cat's arms. Turns out that was her pet. Bruh, nobody saw that coming. Our group is as shook as we are. Mercator notices Elir's horns sticking out of the bushes, says, I could make you 2 real men my servants, but I'll pass. Jealous women are terrifying. He tells them they'll meet again soon. Our boy and Ice just look confused. Then Mercator drops the final bomb. What? You didn't know. There's an emergency summon directly from Tominaga. We open in a dimly lit chamber. Old man Tominaga stands before a mixed squad of adventurers, including our boy's team and the God of Money cult. He claps his hands. Good job, everyone. Then I didn't gather you for nothing. He taps a screen. A hologram of the concrete jungle dungeon appears. 34 square kilometers, growing non-stop. If we don't stop it, it'll swallow Japan in 3 months. Everyone's like, bro, what? Then, 2 massive assets enter the chat, literally. The goddess of fertility pulls up, rank number 12 among gods. Turns out, she's the reason this whole dungeon exists. She watered a tree every day, hoping to grow a cozy little beginner dungeon, but it kind of went Minecraft creative mode and exploded out of control. Elir flips out. This is your fault. Mercator, the cat god, just goes, LMAO, no point blaming people. What's done is done. Fair. Ice takes the light. The plan is to hit the dungeon from 10 angles at once to split the threat. Elir-sama ain't feeling it, though, but thanks to that bet she lost to Fukutaro, she's contractually obligated to stay by his side. She grumbles but sticks with him. Mercator wishes them luck. Also, Loki wonders why gods are always the ones causing all the damn problems. Sennen shift inside the jungle dungeon. Fukutaro's using his new blade, the guiding sword, to find the path. So far, no enemies, nada. And then, bam, tree spirit jump scare. First, Elir gets grabbed, then Ice. Our boy's like, nah, must be imagination, proceeds to get grabbed too. Ice tries to help Elir but shocks the hell out of her instead. Literally fries her like a toaster waffle. But that stuns the tree, so good job, they escape. Our boy steps up. Leave it to me. He yeets his sword straight into the tree's weak point, dead center. Critical hit, tree deleted. Everyone shook. Elir salty that he used Via's sword on a literal shrub. Ice picks up the drop loot, a glowing item called Power Nut, +1 strength when eaten. Problem, our boy can't eat it. His grand reversal skill would turn it into a debuff instead. So, Ice has got to eat the nut. Yes, that's how it's worded. She hesitates, but Fukutaro's like, it's fine, you can eat my nut. They both nod solemnly. Emotional nut moment. Cut to another group deeper in the dungeon. One girl tells her squad leader another team is under monster attack. The leader, casually scrolling her phone, says, cool, not our problem. Her logic, if that group dies, they've got less competition for the grand prize. One girl tries to protest. Leader snaps, if you care so much, go save them yourself. Oof, back to Ice. She's eating the nut, thinks about everything up till now. Fukutaro has always helped her. She's done nothing in return. feels useless compared to him. They continue deeper into the forest, unaware they're being watched by the gold bros from earlier. Meanwhile, something weird is happening inside Ice, and no, that's not just a bad phrasing, or maybe it is.